Oh yeah, Knight versus Samurai from Dequitem. Knight versus... How about we check that one out? 1 month ago. Yeah, oh, fantastic views. I'm very happy. It's 2 minutes though, so it's very short. So we'll watch it and interrupt it for 2 minutes, and then I'll give my opinion. By then, I'll probably be halfway through the burger anyways. So yeah, we can do that, and then we can skip and jump onto another one. Yeah, we can do that. It's good. We should make a cheese video at one point. 100%. Of course, go subscribe to the channel, guys, if you haven't. If this is the first time you're here, you look at that armor. You should totally check him out. All right, so what have we got? We have got Knight versus Samurai, realistic, non-choreographed medieval combat, Iron Mountain Armory. Okay, guys, for those of you who haven't watched it, please don't spoil. Who's gonna win? You're subbed? That's good. Who's gonna win? My money's on the Knight, but we don't know. My money's on the Knight, though. Let's see who's gonna win. Man, that was hard. That was hardcore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. They're both on the ground. Hey, the Knight won. That was a close one, yeah, yeah. Dequitem is awesome.
Knappe! Kom her! Knappe! Hierher!
Oh no! Man, that was good. All right, let's examine this, and then I finish the burger. All right, let's examine this second time. This time, we examine it. We dissect it. I love the helmet, by the way. I have a helmet. It's an armet. I have a similar armet. These were very popular for, I believe, 20 foot combat. And there is one that looks a lot like this in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Yeah, that's a fantastic shot. So the samurai has got a katana, but I saw that he has a wakizashi somewhere here. I think you can see it here. So they're both armed like that. He has got a long sword, so of course he's going to have some reach advantage, and he has got a rondella. Personally, I think a rondella dagger would be better to deal with someone in armor than the wakizashi, but the wakizashi is also perfectly capable as a kind of close combat weapon. So they're both armed well. Nice. So he's starting in high guard, Jodan no Kamae. Usually in samurai combat, in some of the Japanese manuals, this is when you're fighting in full armor, you tend to avoid this guard sometimes. I personally like it. It's my favorite guard. But if if I was here fighting dressed as a samurai against him, I would probably start with a hasso, which is a little lower, and the disc of the guard of the katana, it's actually the same height as your ear. like this because I find it to be a position that is a little easier to begin from. That's just me. Let's see how he starts. I think in a low guard, is that right? Oh, he also has... Okay, yeah, he started with kind of a... Alright. So he's transitioning. No, so he began... That's actually a very good... In Japanese swordsmanship, you see this a lot. One will have the high guard, and the other one will have the seidang, so like the front guard. I think it's called plow in Hima. It's actually a very good idea because he could try to stab him in the face, for instance, or hit one of his hands. His hands are much better protected, by the way, with the gauntlets than his hands. So you chop off a couple of fingers here if you're not careful, as the samurai. Low guard. Nice. He's also transitioning to a low. Gedan, of course. Not even. It's kind of I can't really see it. Kind of a half swording technique. Nice riposte. He got hit on the arm. That was a stabbing. Very dangerous because the knight could have stabbed him in the throat. Now, he does have some protection for the throat, but it's not a great protection. Usually, European protection for the throat is superior to Japanese. Japanese works, but things could also go terribly wrong. Very nice. Boom. Okay, he hit him hard on the side. Of course, the armor protected. Oh, that was beautiful. I didn't notice that. Did you see that? Wait, did it twist? Boom, and goes with the momentum. And did actually place a hit on the leg. I don't know if he got hit back, but that was actually beautifully executed. Usually, I often say the pirouettes don't work, but the way he did it was so natural. I think that was actually pretty good. He just went with the flow, didn't he? Let me see. Yeah, look. He is exposed, so I guess there could be a counter, but that was pretty nice. Very well executed. And he did do it. He did respond, but I don't know if he only ever so slightly, it seems, touched the breastplate. There is a lot of slashing against the armor. I think the idea is that you're using your slashes, but at one point you will transition into something that could actually, with stabbing and whatnot. So I think what they're doing is fine. Also because if you get hit by a longsword on the side of the kabuto, for example, it might still hurt. These guys are going full force. What happens if a civilization reaches its end? Would we, as the survivors, know how to build it back up? Well, the answer comes from today's sponsor, but man, I'm excited. You know, it's a book, but this is not any book. I mean, look at this. That's unboxing. Personally, I really love the blend of survival skills, history and science all put together in this wonderfully illustrated volume that presents all of this information in an easy language that it's simple to understand. Have fun reading something interesting as a form of entertainment, but at the same time you're actually learning valuable practical skills that unfortunately a lot of us don't really have. Now, given you could spend time trying to look for each and every single one of these, but it's all perfectly encapsulated into a beautiful book that is going to also decorate your living room. Just put it in the center of the coffee table. That's where I'm going to keep this one, right here in my office. If any of this sounds interesting, get your copy today and you will also be supporting my channel in doing so. And you'll be able to order your copy through my link in the description or in the pinned comment. So make sure you click the link in the description and get your copy today. Thank you very much. Okay, so now he's transitioning to half swording. And yeah, unless he does something similar, he will have the advantage. Boom, so that was excellent intercept. That was like, it's crazy that this is not choreographed. Of course, I believe in 100% because that was executed just like the treaties say. It was an excellent interception. And then boom. Okay, then they start wrestling. They would both be very capable, historically. Samurai studies jujitsu. Some of you said jujutsu, so he knows how to do that. But so would a knight. So they both are excellent, and the idea would be to try and take the opponent to the ground and then subdue them. Right now, this is a very dangerous moment. He tried to swipe his leg. The samurai reacted well. That was an excellent transition. They're both on the ground. Get up. Getting tired, of course, because this is very physical. And this was great. Now, The side are very well, like he's not going to penetrate plate. He's not going to penetrate way. But the fact that he tried makes sense because he could have gone through under his armpit where there is only mail, and the armpit is a direct route to the heart. So what the samurai just tried was good. He just missed the target and hit the breastplate, which did nothing. He has the rondel. Ooh, that could have been to the face. Yeah, that is to the face. He ended him like that. And yeah, GG for the knight. GG for the knight. That was great. I really liked it. Yeah, there are absolutely grappling techniques in the treatises, 100%. And in Europe, and I'm sure the knights were pretty good at doing that kind of combat. It is very, very good video. Yeah, I think they did a great job. Yeah, you see, he did get stabbed under the armpit. So maybe he didn't miss. I looked like he hit him in the cuirass. But if he's holding under the armpit, then it means that the wakizashi stab was actually well executed. Yeah, it got him too, exactly. There is a risk. The knight will be aware.
Knappe!
I don't know what he said. But the knight will
Come
be
here!
aware. I think he said come here. Will be aware of the weak spots of his armor, and so would the samurai.
Knappe!
Yep.
Yeah!
Very cool. He's calling for his squire, yeah, of course. And he collapses. This is great. This is great. Man, he does such a good job when he does these. Very accurate, yeah. But the other one is actually gone. The other one is dead. The other one, I think he got stabbed in the face. Yeah, you don't recover from that. I loved it. I loved it. This was absolutely great. This was great. Very good.